A rather other fellow that he is, it is the Hippo type, HPP00 Hippopojamas, with a kit of Stealth, Double Break Hammer, Tank Legs, and the leg ability of Trap Buster, which destroys traps placed against any allies on the field when going off against someone with a setup skill. Now, unfortunately, Hippopojamas will have a very low ranking score, exclusively and primarily because of it being tank-legged, which means it's not going to have very high mobility. It's going to have an absolute evade stat of 0, which means you're not going to evade anything or graze anything whatsoever, and mobility is going to be the least of your concerns, as you're not going to be moving very fast at all, and have no terrain compatibility bonus on top of that. Stealth is situationally useful, though, on the fact that it does make you untargetable and untouchable until your next turn, so if there is a shield on the field that's being used, you can bypass it for your next hit, which makes use of Break Hammer for that extra heavy punish. And just in general, Break Hammer is a pretty solid skill, don't get me wrong. However, because it is a heavy part on top of that, it does very severely limit and hinder the viability when using any of Hippopojamas' parts on the field. As a pure set score, 3 out of 10, probably for the sake that, like I mentioned, he has bad terrain compatibility, no mobility, and being triple heavy does really hurt his overall potential use on the field. As mixed parts, however, I'd rate him just a little bit higher at a 5 out of 10, exclusively for the arms. His head might have some potential use with it being a support skill, but the arms is going to be primarily where it's going to be at for any potential viability at all. So if you are going to raise or collect Hippopojamas, the arms are going to be exclusively what you're going to be using him for and nothing further, because his head is very situationally useful at best, and the legs I honestly wouldn't even bother raising at all.